What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Movie Positive. Welcome back to Drunk Reviews. Today we are watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Season 1. I think there's only one season.
Well, I mean, it's more of a mini-series, but it's episode 3.
Episode 3 of Falcon Winter Soldier, and obviously different here. That piece of shit Pat is off doing... I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Who?
Yeah, who? Yeah, this is how we do every drunk.
That's how every episode's been.
Yeah, I know. It's just been the same every week. So let's look into the episode. I think when it started, it's not that I didn't like it. It was just, I mean, it was all good. It was just very convenient. Like the way they brought Zemo back, which I thought all this, like that opening scene where he's talking to Bucky, I thought was good.
Yeah, here's the problem.
And the breakout scene was well made.
Exactly, the scene itself was great, but everything taken out of context is so much. It's a sum. The show is less than a sum of its parts.
Yeah,
and it's a real shame because there's so much good.
Yeah, like the directing was really good. The cinematography was really good. The acting was really good.
Yeah, the writing. There
are points where the writing is it's very convenient, and you get that with Marvel. Like
you can get that.
Yeah, you can get that. You know to expect it. But
it's just a shame.
There's a couple little things in the show that I'm just like...
When you have so much time.
Yeah.
Like, they have 6 episodes to do something. Really, delve into it.
Yeah.
And we don't even really know what the villains want all that much.
We really don't. And
we're halfway through this.
Yeah, and the way they just, like... Zemo just, like, comes back, and there's, like, a part of me, it's like, really? You're just breaking this guy out who literally caused the Avengers to... If you think about it, like...
It's a big deal.
Zemo broke the Avengers apart, and the big reason they lost to Thanos and why the whole blip happened was because Zemo broke them apart.
Yeah,
so you're letting this guy out conveniently?
And he murdered a head of state. Like, think about, he
murdered a king of Wakanda, yeah. So you're just conveniently... And the place that Bucky went, so you're just conveniently kind of letting him out.
Cool with that. Sam's cool with that,
Yeah. And the part of me, the Marvel bias in me is like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. But the other part of me, logistically, is just like, all right. There's
a lot of hand waving, a lot of we're just going to go with it, and it works in the moment because the performances are so captivating.
Yeah.
Because the way it's shot is very nice.
The directing is amazing.
It really is.
The music's good. To that. Henry Jackman's been killing it. But like. After the first 10 minutes, though, I started to get more into it, though. Like, as the actual story started to develop, because it was very jarring. It's like, all right, this is how we're going to do it. But once you actually like delve into it and stuff, I thought it was actually a pretty enjoyable episode.
Yeah, it was. I think I would term it best as like just breezy. It just kind of went along at a nice, deliberate pace. There was a lot of things that were hand waved. But
like once we got into the meat of it, actually, I did like the kind of lore of it and learning. Like, what they were doing with the super soldier serum.
Which we still don't know all that much about.
Yeah.
We just know that somebody made it.
Yeah, someone just made it, and whatever. He said he was working on it with
with the CIA and
the subject, though. Was that...
No, they took it from probably Isaiah. I think that's what they're alluding to.
Oh, yeah, I think of that,
and then it was just...
that's probably why, yeah.
That's the thing. This is, there's not a whole lot to really get into here.
No.
I don't know what the Flag Smashers really want, other than that they like things before the snap, and they want something closer to that.
I think there's a higher power. I think it's the last week I was thinking of like everything involved with John Walker and the government and the way it's all like tied together. Maybe it's Hydra, but it didn't seem like Zemo really knew about any of that stuff.
He doesn't seem to be all that invested in Hydra. I mean, he doesn't really want to kill them. So he had opportunities to. So he's just kind of along for the ride, which is enjoyable watching.
It was very enjoyable. That aspect. Yeah. It's another thing. It was jarring at first, but like once you got into it, actually really.
They all have great chemistry together.
They do. Yes,
I would
the
like
chemistry
to just watch them.
Yeah,
interact.
And Daniel Bruhl was great in the episode.
Nice
the scene where they went to the bar, I thought he was really good in, and the actual action in that scene. The way it was all set up, the way it was shot. That's the best part about this whole show, is the way it's directed.
Yeah, and they're not holding back with the violence. It's all there. So
it was really violent.
I mean, there was
that scene with Sharon Carter and all them. That scene was really violent.
Yeah, it was.
Especially, I mean, it wasn't like
throwing the pole through the girl's shoulder was.
Yeah, I was like, that's some violent Marvel shit.
I mean, that's all superficial stuff, and it's not leaving me being like, oh, where is this going? It's not setting up a good mystery to unravel, and it's not compelling enough for me to be like, this is great.
No, that's a good point. I think I am excited to see where it goes. Because of course,
of course,
I like Marvel, and I'll watch anything
this
they do.
is a show that is coasting off of the goodwill of what came before it.
Yeah, like WandaVision every week, we were so excited because
so much to think about.
There's so much to think about, and they didn't explain anything, so there was just always this. We didn't know what was going on for 6 or 7 episodes into the show.
There's a difference between mystery and just withholding information.
Yeah,
and this is just withholding information.
Right, and I feel like, and if you remember, this was supposed to be the first show pre-pandemic.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I feel like this would have been a good starter because so many people have asked me, do you think it worked with WandaVision or without? And honestly, I think this would have been a good ease into WandaVision. Because this is like more of an MCU, like...
WandaVision's very high concept.
Yeah, so I feel like it would have been curious to see if the pandemic never happened and this eased into WandaVision. I feel like it would have worked more.
Perhaps.
And I feel like that might be with some of our expectations of getting WandaVision, which was such a fucking high and such a different, unique type of show, and then going into this show, which is good... Like you're saying, it's good. I'm not hating. I very much am enjoying this show. A lot more than I expected, if I'm being honest.
I was expecting more out of it. I mean, it's better than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, I mean, leagues ahead of that show. Leagues ahead of that show. Definitely not as good as Inhumans, which was...
No, it's definitely not.
Which was unbelievable. Probably my favorite Marvel project. Maybe of all time.
Release the Inhumans cut.
Yeah. Release the full cut with Ramsey Bolton, and he has his dick out. He hangs dong in it, I heard. Everything. But the action was really good. I did like the action in the later scene with Simo and all them. Like, I thought the action was really good.
There was really nothing janky about it. There's no scenes where like, oh, they're really cutting the budget here.
No. I think this scene with I did like Sharon Carter in it because I never really thought about like how kind of fucked up it was what they did to her.
Yeah.
Because they literally, like, she stole Cap's shield, she gave him all those weapons, and she had to have been in hiding this entire time.
And that's true.
And there's also, like, a part of me that, like, was like, why did Cap ever reach out to her? He kissed her in Civil War.
Yeah.
And at no point in that 3 or 4 years when you're on the run, he didn't text her, be like, hey, yo, I'm trying to get laid. Like, Sharon, what are you doing? What are you up to? Like, at no point Cap ever, like, texted her.
Hi, you know.
I mean, maybe he did. We don't know what happened in that 3 years, or maybe they'll show it in another show, but...
Maybe.
I was literally thinking that. I was like, not one point did he hit her up. I would do that.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of things that the show has done so far where it's brought up questions and then it's just given us either the easiest or the least interesting resolution to it.
Yeah.
Oh, the Avengers, how do they make their money? Didn't get any.
What
are you doing with Sharon? Nothing.
That scene though was funny when a Sam sister called when they're in the middle of the meeting. He's like, what important thing do we have to talk about? He's like, the only important thing that we've been talking about was about the boat, and it was something that was established in the first episode that I thought was
and that was really good. The other thing with that too, while that scene out of context was really good, you have to. Like, who is Sam supposed to be acting as right now?
Yeah.
Like, give us something, like, there has to be a line in there or something being like, okay, this is who your character is, and not just act like this character. Like, give us something to be on the lookout for so that if he breaks that thing, like, oh, there's...
Well, that's exactly what that scene was, though. Like, it was... He is that character, Sam Wilson, but there's also a backstory
of him. The Smiling Tiger. Okay, we don't know what the Smiling Tiger is. Yeah, tell us something about him so that we know.
I mean, there's also like 3-4 more episodes that you will find that out. Hopefully.
But no, as far as the tension of that whole sequence of events goes, there's just like little things that you just need to notice to make it better as a viewer, and it's just been dropping the ball on easy writing things that just enhance the experience.
Well, I see what you're saying. But also, like, but they did establish in the first episode who Sam was with his sister and all of that.
No, that's all fine.
So they did incorporate that within that moment, which was cool because...
No, I'm saying that all that's fine. Just tell us a little bit about the Smiling Tiger so we know who he's supposed to be acting as.
We will. We got more episodes.
Before that scene.
Oh, before, I guess, yeah. I don't know. I see what you're saying, and I have nothing to counter-argument it, but my Marvel bias is telling me to fuck you. How dare you say anything negative about this show? Fuck you. I wish Pat was here. Alright, so final thoughts, though, as we wrap up.
Thanos was right. They never should have brought the people back. The world was better before that.
It was. That is a funny point, like... And we're gonna dive in more of it in all the projects that maybe Thanos was right. Like, there are a lot of people are gonna be thinking, like... hey, it actually was better.
Yeah, they got through like 4 years or whatever.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Once you got to that 5 years, they got used to it. It's kind of like us with the pandemic.
Yeah,
like, we've actually gotten used to many aspects of the the benefits of it.
Yeah,
and it's in a weird way. Like Marvel is kind of like diving into that same aspect,
which could not have been planned.
It couldn't have been planned, but it is very convenient.
Very serendipitous would be.
But yeah, my final thoughts. So I did enjoy this episode a lot, even though I feel like we've been nitpicking it this entire review.
Yeah, there's been nitpicks.
But I honestly, I genuinely enjoyed it. I thought it was very well directed. I thought the lighting was unbelievable. The cinematography was unbelievable. The acting was unbelievable. There's a couple of good Marvel moments here and there. I loved Daniel Brühl in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I really did think it was a very enjoyable episode.
Yeah, it
for
was
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
A lot of
episode
good in
3. Yeah,
a lot of good in it. It's just we're at the halfway point now.
Yeah,
you gotta start going somewhere.
Yeah, so we 6 episodes, 3 more, right?
Yeah, there's 3 more left.
Wow.
Next one, you gotta.
Yeah, it's got to start really. It's got to start really picking up. It's got to start really picking up. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you see Pat, tell him fuck off. I don't like him. He's actually who? Who's Pat?
Yeah, keep talking.
Yeah, I keep bringing up this name, dude. There's something wrong with me, man. There's something wrong with my head.
Get that checked out.
But anyway, like, subscribe, as always. I'll see you.
Sure.